Like the Mind Flayer.
What?
The Mind Flayer.
What the hell is that?
It's a monster from an unknown dimension. It's so ancient that it doesn't even know its true home.
We are talking Stranger Things Season 2. Obviously the sequel to the very much lauded original Netflix series Stranger Things, created by the Duffer Brothers. Here we go with Season 2. I've binged it. What do I think of it? Well, let's discuss. So there will be some mild spoilers here because I have to say some of the stuff to kind of critique it. So I'm going to be as vague as possible. Overall, I thought this was a great second season. I preferred the first season, if I'm completely honest. We'll get into some maybe reasons why, but let's talk about what works first of all. First of all, I think maybe the biggest fear going into this season was, is there really any more story to tell? And I'm pleased to say that there is. They do have a good continuation, a good mythology that is worthwhile of a second season. So that was maybe the biggest fear before watching this, is can they stretch it out to even further? So that was all good. The acting here across the board is great. Got a bunch of kind of primary kid characters, I think, are absolute stars, all of them stars in the making. And we have a new addition, this kind of girl called Maxine, who I think overall is quite a good character. Although I do feel it take a while for her to kind of maybe integrate both as a character and as a kind of an actor as well into the kind of the cast. But overall, I would say she's a good addition to this kind of series. So they're all got pretty good, and also the older actors as well. Steve, I think, is probably my favourite character in this season. I thought he was absolutely great in this season. I absolutely love him. I think he's a brilliant character. Big shout out to Jennifer Marshall, a friend of ours at the channel, has a small part in this season as well in the last couple of episodes. The actual creature effect and stuff. There's a lot more of it this time. You kind of see a lot more, so that's all kind of quite interesting. It still has some stuff up its sleeve. I do feel maybe it definitely sets itself up for more to go, and it's an intriguing story that is kind of not the same as the first season. So it didn't work for me. I've got to say 11 for me, and with her, why I say that is her performance is great, Millie Bobby Brown, but I feel she's benched for a lot of this season. It doesn't really do anything until we get to kind of season 5. It doesn't kind of really join the main cast until the last couple of episodes, really. And I thought that was a mistake. She's on this kind of voyage of self-discovery, and I maybe would have done that for 1 or 2 episodes, but I don't feel it needed to be for nearly the whole season. I think we were all waiting for her and kind of Mike to have this kind of reunion, and when we do, obviously it's great, but I feel it should have been a little earlier, because I feel it kind of weakens the relationship a little bit. So that was a little bit of a negative, and kind of on the same kind of thing, there's an episode which is kind of completely set apart from the rest of the season, that takes place in Illinois, I think it is, Chicago or somewhere. Anyway, and it's all about kind of 11 trying to kind of reconnect with someone, and it's basically this bunch of kind of like actors that come from a Benetton ad. That didn't work for me. It was unnecessary. I get that it's trying to flesh out 11's character, but I think it was unnecessary. It almost felt a bit like a bit of a filler episode, I've got to say. And my only other critique here is I do feel the story didn't maybe end in quite the satisfying way, for me at least. But overall, it's a really enjoyable season. It's definitely one of the premier shows that you can get now. Obviously, it kind of sets itself up for a season 3 in regards to when we look at the sort of time frames and stuff. I did like it. I don't love it as much as the first season, which is interesting because I see a lot of other reviewers saying they thought this is the best thing since sliced bread. I feel the first one stood apart a little bit more than this one, but I did like it. So 7 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.